How's it, everyone? Jacques from Dapper Shaves. Back in the lovely rainforest, back with another educational shave video. I make many videos and I release them at different points in time. So to give you context with this shave, there's a ASMR shave video with a philharmonica. That was 2 days ago. So in the meantime, there's also a video released around the SK3 shave, and in there I talk about how critically important the sharp edge is. So that is always only one part of a story. There's other things that impact shave quality as well, and that is skin health. So we're going to cover that. The gear we're going to use is a Kropp 6/8 razor. This razor is 102 years old or 100 years old. It's from 1920, and more importantly, this has got an engraving on that says Henwood, Johannesburg, Henwoods. And so we are going to talk about this razor. It was made in the 1920s. It is a extra hollow grind, carbon steel, made in Sheffield. It's got a nice original wedge in there, but we'll showcase this razor and talk about it. The next item we're going to use is a very cheap entry-level bore brush, and for people looking to start, these are fantastic brushes to use at a ridiculously cheap price, and I'm going to show you how we use this. Moreover, spread water over everything. Moreover, you visit a proper barber in Italy, they're more likely to use something like this than anything else. And there's a good reason for it. Great brush. Then the soap, you better look quick. There we go. It's from Master Soap Creations. It's going to release, it's on the shelf. I'll release this video in line with that. I don't review stuff, we're going to use it, and then over time I'll have an opinion about how it performs. But knowing the man, knowing the brand, that's going to be kick-ass. So, I've got 2 days worth of growth, and in the philharmonica shave you would have seen, I indicated that I had a little bit of irritation, infection in my neck. Neglect, it's not 100% gone there yet, but we are going to do a shave and talk about skin health. I'm going to load the soap with a rather damp brush. So skin health. If your skin isn't healthy, it doesn't matter how sharp the blade is, what product you're using, you're just going to irritate a lot more, especially if it's got some kind of irritation, inflammation, and all of those things. Inflammation is caused by some kind of trauma, the razor blade, pressure, lack of preparation, your skin that's already not happy with yourself. So skin health is an important thing. We tend to use many products when we shave, and when we specifically use something like a straight razor, we've got the tendency, and when I say we, I mean it's a generalization. If I say we, let's just say I do. Introduce many things which you haven't used before in combination, and you don't know how your skin's gonna behave. So I use as few products as I can, so that when things go south, I can understand what's going on. So sharp is always only one side of the story. The other thing is, we are all different, with different beard, skin type, skin health statuses, environments we live in, type of water we use, the products we use, loads of other stuff. So everybody's different. So understand what you have, well, you guys will know I encourage sticking with a razor or blade set if you're on DE, and only a few products which you already know, and continue using that for a couple of days. Products have got various different ingredients in, you chop and change, especially if you've got a sensitive skin that gets traumatized very easy by stuff like fragrances, different blade, too much pressure, stress. Stress is also a big thing, the type of vitamins you're using and so forth, how long have you been in the sun. The list goes on and on, so it's many variables, so it's important to understand how things behave and impact. So my skin looks a lot better, there is still inflammation, so a very well prepared, very wet, very slick preparations required. Moreover, I need a brush that has got very little backbone and is as soft as hell, hence this brush selection. Apology to my daughter for using a swear word, hell, in a shave video. She encouraged me every day to use less abrasive language. Thank you for that. So yes, and also your approach. So in most of my videos, if not all of them, you'll see me do against the grain passes most of the time. And that is because I want to first of all showcase it can be done. And secondly, if your skin's healthy and you prep correctly, you can do that. My skin has got the issue. I still believe it's diet and stress related because I haven't changed up anything. It could also be that over time my skin does not like an overly sharp blade. So that's something I'm experimenting with. And that is more to do with a stone selection on razor. So some folk, they haven't got a very coarse, very dense beard or sensitive skin, and so something like a cuticle edge is something they love and enjoy and can shave daily, especially if they don't go against the grain. Other folk has got, they want their brutally sharp blade to get through what they've got, and so that's that. So I think I've ran things down to essentially 3 types of blade edges you can get honed by somebody that knows what they're doing, and please don't use the word honemeister, there isn't something like that. So a cuticle edge for a skin that is not very overly sensitive, you haven't got a tense, tough beard, it shaves easy, life's happy for you, cuticle edge is brilliant. Skin friendly, very comfortable. A J-nut edge is the extreme opposite. It's still comfortable, but it's what some of the guys describe as a lightsaber. Yeah, it's brutally sharp. Still comfortable, but it's more sharp than it's comfortable. And then there's for me something in between. Yeah, I'm keeping you in suspense deliberately. So for me, and that's for me, it will differ from person to person. For me, that middle of the road, sharp but comfortable edge, I think still remains Arkansas, black Arkansas edge. Here I'm shaving with a J-nut edge. I want to see how my skin behaves, and for me, my skin irritation, as I say, has been stress, and that's generally also associated with bad skincare. You know, it's tough days, you haven't got time or don't make time to do basic skin health, to keep your skin healthy. And so for me, that's, I believe, my two things. Hence, sharp edge, I've corrected things. Skin health is like swimming pool water. You don't change the routine and introduce something and miraculously it's healthy. It takes time. And you are essentially made up of water, so consider that. So you make changes. It takes some time before you have a positive or negative or neutral balanced health status on your skin. So enough about skin health. The razor, the Kropp, manufactured in Sheffield by Kropp in 1920. That razor was then either engraved in England with Johannesburg henhoods on there, or it was shipped in its natural state and form to South Africa and specifically engraved for henhoods. So moreover, the sensitive areas, very light pressure, try not to make skin contact, just scoop off the soap. So in 1924, about there, South Africa, Johannesburg becomes the largest town in South Africa. Before that, it was obviously Cape Town, our landing spot. And that is because of the gold rush. So the gold reef, Johannesburg, was booming with the gold miners, and hence it grown so much. Now in Pritchard Street, that still exists today, there was an upmarket market, essentially for the ultra-rich, and that was called henhoods. It's similar to what Sandton City is today. All of the rich business people from across the world that came here to do gold business, all the wealthy businessmen, they went there to buy their luxury goods. So straight razor is one of them, and this one specifically for the henhoods market, which is this upmarket shopping mall for the wealthy. So for me, I live in South Africa, lots of history behind it, so this is one of the razors I will likely never sell. Moreover, it's a great shaver. In the 1920s, Sheffield was essentially the technology hub with steel. The tempering, and they also developed, got some experience with the grinding. And that is because the German that invented and refined extra hollow grinds Herfrieder that invented the hex machine, obviously traveled to England and did a lot of knowledge transfer and training there. Also, I'm not in a hurry to complete my shave. This has slightly dried up. I've been talking a lot, but that it's just superficial. The underlying goodness is just laying on top of the skin. So just with a little splash of water, super slick again. It's not even needed, but I want to take care of my skin. Moreover, you would have seen I keep talking about Patreons contributing, and especially want to welcome Felix. So I've had a lot of inquiry around that. And those are people that is financially contributing or through other means towards this channel because they want to. But moreover, you get additional specialized content tailored for your needs. So some people prefer one-on-one video interaction with WhatsApp to help them with shaves. Other people prefer live honing interaction when they're private. So anything shaving related, we facilitate. So thank you for those. Okay, so that was a slow, against the grain. This is against the grain, and from year to year is also more across the grain than against the grain. My beard's growing in this direction. Coming straight down, we went across, same on the lip, and a little bit of something across the chin. So I cannot see any immediate irritation or sensation, so we're just going to use this brush lightly, add on some more protection. So there's actually a pillar of things. Skin helps one, a sharp blade is the other, and technique is the other third item that needs to come together for you to have a good shave, and that includes making a proper lather and having control over your razor. So yes, I've just increased my hydration and my daily skincare. And making sure, I know the razor is going to be sharp and most likely comfortable, or maybe not comfortable, but if I've got that light touch, that is how you reduce the trauma. That results in many other things that happen. The other thing is your skin. People tend to forget it is an organ. Medication, recreational drugs, alcohol, smoking, bad diet, supplements, all of these things will affect this organ. Stress, environmental stress, physical stress. Consider these things and understand them. If you keep changing things up, don't understand your skin, you develop a problem, you're not going to know what it is. You're going to think it's a blade, or you're going to think it's a soap. Where it could be your skin health. Or a new product, or the climate has changed and your skin is dry and sensitive. Or your skin can only take so much of that alcohol you're using, or witch hazel. Or you've got a product that you've had many years that has got ingredients in that has got a shelf life. So a proper soap, pretty much indefinitely if you store it in a cool, dry place. Obviously many other things to consider. But stuff like a witch hazel, even though those things are good for 18 to 12 months, after that the product's not the same anymore. So use what you've got, take away from this what you needed to. The soap's nice. It's a 27mm ball brush, and that one can be thirsty. I know I slightly underloaded it, but still I enjoyed this shave, nice and hydrated, no irritation. The soap is not burning or having a prickly sensation on my skin, so things feel better. I'm quickly just giving the brush a rinse, and then I'm also, it's a small trinkle of water, please don't worry. We are very water conscious in South Africa. We've had some good rains, but water is still very scarce, and I'm just rinsing my sink for some fresh water. And then we're going to clean off my blade. If you know me by now, this was my shave. Don't need to do more than that. The soap for me has got all the nourishing stuff in, keeps my follicles clean, keeps the skin hydrated. That top layer barrier of the skin we stripped off of the shaving is being nourished. The soap's got shea butter and a bunch of other nice goodness in that helps with that. Razor maintenance you've seen many times. I'm not going to go too much on it or complete it now. I want to move on and enjoy my Saturday. So I just quickly wipe down the razor, quick last look at it. It might still have water spots or soap on. I'll go and clear that now after the shave. The fine jumping at the top and at the bottom, very nice. It's got a shoulder. The spine has got a very slight smile in it, but the edge is straight. Fantastic razors, even when you can find one. They restore nicely. Bengals is also from the same era, also from Sheffield. Great steel. Okay, so enough talking. I wet my hands and then I wipe off 95% of the soap, visible soap. And that last layer I'll just gently massage into the skin. So my skin looks like this. I've got these marks on my shoulders and lower down on my chest. That's how my skin looks. I've got lots of freckles and stuff, so a proper sensitive European skin, thin curly hair. This was a good shave. The only other thing I'm going to use is grooming department's hydration gel. You'll know that's the only thing I use. I might, so the other thing I used the last 2 days to help my skin is the other product I keep in the salon, and that is the probiotic day cream. So that helped with the inflammation and speed up some of the recovery and hydration. So I use that in combination with my hydration well and a gel. And I kept just doing my normal facial routine. So with the hydration gel, it needs to be on a wet, hydrated surface. So your skin must still be wet, or add 1 or 2 drops of water into the mix, and then just massage it very gently into the areas. The remaining residue I just spread over my forehead like I do now, on my ears, and that's my shave. If I'm going to use a fragrance, which I never put alcohol or fragrance on my neck or shaved areas. It's always on the back of my neck or on your chest, on the warm areas, that keeps releasing the scent note. So the missus went shopping, so she's spending money. I'm definitely not going to be in the mood. So all jokes aside, thank you for joining me on this shave. I hope you are understanding that there's various items in a shave that come together to make it a great one, and you need to have a control and understanding of all 3 of them. Your technique, which includes blade angle, pressures, lather, and so forth. Understanding skin health and what you use, how it impacts your skin and it changes, also how weather and stress impacts it, and the chemicals we put in our bodies. And then the other one is skin health, appropriate edge to do the work to not cause trauma. So there's my shave. Thank you everyone, the new subscribers. I can't always thank everybody, new patrons, also welcome. Felix, enjoy your video around the content you were looking for, and I hope you found that useful. I really appreciate the support, guys.